Good morning and a very warm welcome to the Serrekunda East Park. We want to say thank you to all the media houses that are gracing this press conference that we are having for the first time since we came into office. Today, the press conference, the theme of this press conference is completing the Democracy Pavilion 2, adjusting the lights of the lead of the floodlights, and building of multi-sports beach court. And this press conference, mostly we will talk about the trending issues at the Serrekunda East Park currently, and also the happenings, especially the awards night 3.0 that will be taking place very shortly. I now have the opportunity to just introduce the high table. I start with my far right, and we have the program officer for football, Srifo Sanyang. We have the program officer for volleyball, Omar Sise. We have the president just immediately after me, Mr. Mudi Yusuf Cham. We have the second vice president, Mr. Setijan Job, the first Vice President, Mr. Setijan Job. Then we have the Secretary General of the team reps, Aris Kabinyas. Then we have also an executive member of the team reps, who is no other person than, Lamin Setijan. So we just have to say, this is the beginning of, another phase, and we want to thank you all for coming. We will just move directly to the president to give his statement, but before that, we will, observe, prayers in our own ways, and then we kickstart immediately. Bismillah.
To all the media houses present, we are very, very happy for you people to be here at the Serrekunda Stadium. Good morning to all the executive members, the team reps, Kabir and Lamin. From 1980 up to 1st of August 2024, the most consistent Serrekunda stakeholders, that is the democracy spectators, sit under this hot sun and hot rain to definitely watch football at the Serrekunda Mini Stadium. Last year they were here. From the 2nd of August going forward, they sat on this pavilion to watch football under this view. And this is the vision of the executive. This is the vision of the stakeholders. We were able to achieve this democracy pavilion. That is why we did the conference here, to make sure that our stakeholders, particularly those coming into Serrekunda East and watching football, are very, very comfortable. And this democracy pavilion 1 is solely and wholly sponsored by the Serrekunda East Mini Stadium, from its first phase to the last phase. The aim and objective of this press conference is to inform the general public about what is happening in Serrekunda East, particularly the awards night that is coming on the 3rd of May. This awards night, we are organizing it for the 3rd time. We did it in 2023, we did it in 2024, and in 2025, on the 3rd of May, Saturday 2025, we will do it here at the Serrekunda Mini Stadium. Organizing this awards night, the CESDO Expo had 4 to 5 objectives. Objective 1 is to make sure that we did not form Serrekunda as Expo. Serrekunda was here before us. But there were legends, there were people who fought, commencing from late Omar Amadou Jallo to the MOI executive. In 2023, we certify all these people and then acknowledge their efforts. And that is one of the objectives of the awards night. The second objective is Serrekunda we could not organize our Nawetan successfully without the help of the partners. It's the partners from government, public and private sector. They support Serrekunda immensely to make sure that we achieve our Nawetans and that we achieve our programs, not only Nawetan, but all our programs, that is our disciplines, activities. So these partners, we recognize them, we acknowledge their support, and then we decorate them to continue working with Serrekunda is to continue supporting Serrekunda is to ensure that sports is developed within the community. The third objective of the awards night is we decorate our athletes. If you are following the Serrekunda's Facebook page, you will come to understand that all the nominations, categories of the athletes from respective disciplines are all announced. The football discipline nominations are all out. And on the football disciplines, we have the best player, the best coach, the best team, the best fans club, the golden boot, the most disciplined team, the young best player under the football category, ranging from all teams across the Northern. Last year, Northern athletes did extremely well. And on the 3rd of May at the Serrekunda Exhibition Stadium here, the CESDO Exco is going to decorate these teams so that athletes also can feel like they have a night, they have a day. They have been working very hard, but this is the day Serrekunda has designated for them. In Serrekunda we don't only do football, we all do all disciplines. So under the volleyball nominees, the young best female players, we have those categories. We also have the MVP for the volleyball, that is the most valuable player, female. That category also is there. So in volleyball, we have male and female. So we have the most valuable player, that is male, most valuable player, female. And then this is in the volleyball category. So we also have the basketball category as the same in the volleyball. So we have 4 categories. That is the most valuable players in the young category for male and female, and then we have also the most valuable player in the senior category. That is also male and female. As I said, in Serrekunda we do multi-sports. Wrestling, and this one is Olympic wrestling. It's not the traditional wrestling. It's the Olympic wrestling that is recognized by the GNOC and that is recognized by the International Olympic. In collaboration with the Olympic Africa, we are doing this, and then we are helping our athletes to be professional also wrestlers. So we have also categories on that, both male and female. So we have 5 nominees for male, and then we have 5 nominees for female. So they will be competing for the best Olympic wrestler in Serrekunda martial arts is also a discipline around. They have nominated, we have different disciplines in martial arts. We have the Kung Fu, the Taekwondo, and other disciplines in martial arts. So basically, the Serrekunda Martial Arts Union has nominated 6 athletes that will be competing also for the best athletes during the night. The third objective of the awards night is to raise funds. In Serrekunda we believe in sustainability. We believe in every activity that we are doing. We have to fund the activity, but we also have to get a margin on top of the activity. So basically, the reason why we also organized the awards night is to raise funds. In 2024, we had a lot of success in the awards night. That is why we were able to complete this Democracy Pavilion. So Democracy Pavilion 2 is just at the front. The first stage is done, the second stage is on the finishing stage. So having this awards night successful, we will definitely continue the work, finish the Democracy Pavilion on or before the Nawetan, so that we can have a wide range of spectators that will sit at Serrekunda and watch the game comfortably. Thus, we have tables to sell at the nights for the public institutions, for the private institutions, for individuals, for teams. But to echo that, definitely the response from the public, from the private institution is definitely amazing. The tables are ongoing. I think we are within budget, and then soon all the tables will be finished. The diamond table is $30,000. Platinum table is $25,000. Gold table is $15,000. Family is $10,000, and then individual $1,000. So this is the tables that we are selling to the public and to the private sector to come and support Serrekunda is in the awards night. And definitely, as updates are coming, many institutions, both public and private, have committed to buy tables for the upcoming awards night. Basically, also, we will receive 50% of the generation from the SMS voting platform through the partnership with CESDO and AFRICEL. So you can understand that every nominee has a voting code, and this voting code is going across the communities in Serrekunda East. So whatever that is generated from the voting, CESDO will generate also 50% out of that. So the most important thing about the awards night is what the awards night will do after it. And that is the most important thing about the awards night. So this year, whatever we generate from the awards night, that is selling these tables, and then whatever we receive from the voting platform, we are going to complete the democracy pavilion. From completing the democracy pavilion, we are going to adjust the leads of the lights. The lot is not playable, and definitely we are going to adjust it on or before Ramadan so that we can stop the 3 o'clock game, which is definitely affecting our athletes, and also sometimes it's not profitable for the community and to the teams. On that, we were also going to build a multi-sport beach court in which volleyball, handball, basketball can use it to do their beach activity before going to the beach, which is also sometimes very uncomfortable with our athletes. So all the proceeds from the awards night is going to fund these 3 projects. Last year we did it, this year we are forever committed to complete it, and definitely all what we will generate from the awards night will fund these projects. Thus, we call on everybody to come and support Serrekunda is in achieving some of these things. Fourth point is the awards. In Serrekunda is we've constituted an independent awards committee that will be supported by all the program officers and our technical committee or our technical unit. Yankuba Kujabi heads it, and Omar Baji is a member, Landing Nyasi is a member. So on that day, there will be special awards, special individuals who has contributed definitely in developing Serrekunda sports development organization and the sports around the community. As I said, there will be partners awards that will be given to partners that have contributed to supporting Serrekunda in achieving its objective from football, volleyball, basket, handball, martial arts, all the disciplines. There will be individual and sport disciplines awards. Athletes that did well will be decorated. This year, we came with a very, very motivational nominee or motivational category that is believed to achieve. In Serrekunda Serrekunda has made a lot of athletes accountable who are on their game in Europe and any other countries around. So we choose this year 3 disciplines, that is volleyball, football, and then basket. Athletes that are doing well, foreign-based athletes. We look at all the athletes that are doing well, but who is on their top form right now? In football, we choose in football we choose Ibrahima. Ibrahima is from Future Stars, from Tournament to Estonia. Waka is from the Serrekunda basketball team, and now he is in the US doing his trade there. Seni was from here, the Serrekunda volleyball team. From here, he moved to Senegal, settling and then moving it. Now Seni is in Qatar, he's doing his trade there. All these things are players that are nurtured from Serrekunda, particularly the disciplines from they start from Serrekunda scratch, like basket, volleyball, other disciplines. You can say football, there are transitions where your teams or other teams will upgrade you. But disciplines, Serrekunda is a hub where young people can move from the grassroots to professionals. So we will start to come up with this award to make sure that annually we come up with this award to motivate the athletes that are within the awards night and that are also outside the awards night to emulate those players. So it's believed to achieve, that is the name, is inspire to inspire, is from grace to professional. You can call it any name, but definitely this is the name and we believe in it and we will work on it. So on the night also we have entertainment and production. Our team, that is the events management committee, they're really working hard on that. You will be entertained by Barhama, Sugar, and the Queens of Sesdo to have the night to be very, very colorful and very, very entertaining. So there will be also refreshments on the night for those whose names are SAR. There will be a lot of refreshments. There will be definitely abundant food and delicious food and refreshments for people to enjoy themselves during the course of the awards night. We have to announce that this awards night is fully powered by Africa. They are our major partners. They have been with us 2023, 2024, and now 2025. They have done a voting platform for us in which we will share the revenue. I'm 50-50. They've given us a complete sound system for the event. They are going to fund the entire sound system. Backdrop banner, billboards, banners. They are going to give us T-shirts, and they are going to give us also free advertisement at the radio for the course of the awards night. So we are fully backed by our official on this awards night. Focus areas for CESDO regarding the awards night. These are our focus areas to have a very successful awards night. That is financial sustainability. We are going all out to engage people to come and buy the table so that we can make sure that we generate a lot of funds to make sure that we continue with the development. We are also doing aggressive marketing. If you follow our Facebook page, we are not letting any stone unturned. We are moving. And all our activities are being captured by the media team, posted for people to know where we are. Additionally, we will continue it aggressively next week because we only have next week and a few days to move on. We will start also our media tours, visiting TV stations as well as visiting radio stations to make sure that everybody is aware of the awards night. The event team also is working on a big production for the awards night. You will be entertained. Definitely, you will be entertained. And then the logistics committee also is working on any other arrangements to make sure that the awards night is organized to the best of its production and to the best of its entertainment. So this is Serrekunda is we want everybody to come and support the initiative. What we believe in, we have to start the development and invite people to come and complement our development. That is what we believe in. We call on the government, we call on the national federations, that is the National Sport Association Federations. We call on the Canada Municipal Council. We call on the National Olympic Committee. We call on the regional sports associations or the regional sports committees, the regional disciplines also associations like the regional association for football, regional association for basketball, regional association for come and support the initiative. We are over as a committee. We are ready. We are to make sure that we move Serrekunda East to the next level, but we cannot do all these things without the support of the general public and institutions, particularly you, the media, coming here today and then supporting this initiative. So on that note, I wish to thank everybody for your kind attention.
Mr. President, for that, marathon speech. It was very lengthy, but it was very, viable and very significant to the people that always following Serrekunda is do not have the opportunity to be here. Just to break down on the issues that you have just raised, we are right now having this press conference at the Democracy Pavilion, and this Democracy Pavilion is officially sponsored by CESDO, and there were individuals that supported us during the course. But officially, we are very proud to say CESDO is the main sponsor of this pavilion. And looking at our far right, we are on Democracy Pavilion 2. That shows that this executive is making sure that money is meant for football are spent on football. And this is our motto. This is what we believe. We believe in Serrekunda is that any token, whatever is received in the name of sports, the people of sports should enjoy it. And that is what we are doing under the leadership of Modi Yusuf Acham. And just to, put this across, that these events that we are organizing are the events that make Serrekunda is to be what it is. Because we cannot only depend on Nawetan gate takings, because these gate takings, people must understand that we are sharing this with teams. Therefore, the committee finds it significant and think outside the box to make sure we don't only stop on Nawetan. After the Nawetan, we have to create several events to make sure we gather funds that are sufficient to move Serrekunda East to the next level. And as the president alluded, we are giving this, promise to the stakeholders that we promise them to get them Democracy Pavilion 2. And inshallah, before this next Super Cup, this Democracy Pavilion will be done. And officially on the day of the Super Cup, it will be unveiled as we did in, Democracy 1. The other thing that we are promising them is now for far too long, we have engaged the stakeholders and we have realized that night football is even their concern. And that shows that we are working towards, a methodology, a step. Anytime we finish a particular project, the next is another one. And we are getting very close, Mr. President, just to remind you to, the Congress. But I think the stakeholders will be very, very significant to come back and then leave us into office to continue the work that we are doing. That is up to them. But we believe in administration, your work is what keeps you. And we know we are on track. And I am very, very confident that come back to the next elective Congress, which is just few months ago, to come, we will be in office to continue this work that we are doing. So I am very, very much grateful to the press. And now we just want to give the vice president to just add up that, a little bit of what we have just rounded up. Then we get back to the media for their question and answer sessions.
I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the media houses that are present here. Yes, the Hours Night 3.0 is not just to celebrate excellence, but also to pay tribute to talent and also passion. Most importantly, to generate funds to complete our projects. Here we are sitting is Democracy Pavilion 1. It was started and completed within a period of 1 year, wholly and solely sponsored by the Serrekunda East and few individuals. I would like to mention names. Papa Gazama, a retired referee, a CAF referee, an international referee officiating games internationally, contributed to the success of this pavilion. Mr. Balanjai, a businessman, also contributed a lot to make sure that this pavilion is completed, and also clubs within the Serrekunda East. As soon as this pavilion is completed, we erected another one, that is Democracy Pavilion 2. It was erected in 2024 during the Navetans. Our main revenue streams is from the gate takings. That's why we always try to manage the little money that we receive from the gate tickets and try to make sure that we do capital expenditures. It is on top of our preference since we came into office that we should be focused mostly on capital expenditures. That's why we are able to attain this Democracy Pavilion 1 and also started Democracy Pavilion 2. We will ensure all the proceeds generated from the Gala Awards Night 3.0 is being spent to make sure that Democracy Pavilion 2 is completed. We will also ensure the lights are fixed to at least a standard that whereby the night games can be observed in Serrekunda East. It will be very difficult to do it on our own, but we want to partner with government institutions, organizations, and other individuals who are ready to support. And on that note, I will say thank you to the press, that is the journalists that are here and the media teams, and also the observers who took their time to come here this morning. And today is what? Good Friday, which is being observed all over the world for the Christians who observe their Lent for a period of 40 days. So thank you all for taking your time, come and grace this press conference, and thank you so much for your attendance.
We now move straight to the question and answers from the respective media houses that have graced this occasion. So if you just want to ask a question, you can just put your hand up regarding this and kindly tell us your name and the media house that you are representing. It's all yours now.
My name is Lamin Jiva from the Police. I usually have one what are some of the challenges with the project during the past?
Yeah, there are a lot of challenges, Lamin. a lot of challenges. One among them is Nawetan is organized at the community level, and then everybody has to understand the rules and regulations of the competition, starting from the qualifier rounds to the Nawetan and up to the finals. So last year we had a very peaceful Nawetan, but notwithstanding we had challenges. Challenges among them were to control the crowd, particularly at this side of the end. You look at the perimeter fence. People will sometimes tend not to sit at the pavilions, but want to be very close to the perimeter fence and be beating it all the time, and that is causing a lot of wear and tear for Sesdo. If you look at last year before the Nawetan, we adjust the perimeter fence. But year before last, in 2023, we have a lot of scaling of the fence when the goals are scored. But last year it was minimized. But notwithstanding, still we have some spectators around the pavilion, and that was a big challenge also. Yeah. So basically, these are our challenges.
What are the
Yeah, what we are trying to do is we will maintain the fence. I don't think we will adjust it again this year. But as SESDO, we will maintain the fence and synthesize our spectators. We will tell them the reason why we are building this pavilion is for them to sit there and watch games, not to be close to the perimeter fence.
Okay. Other question though, but it might not be in context of
Yes. Yes.
qualifiers is from
Yes.
something apply also similarly.
Yes.
Something that will not be like how to how do we some Gambians out there or other teams might be bad in terms of how what the teams are.
That's a very good question. In 2022, we started our qualifiers in cluster. In Serrekunda, that is what we believe. In 2022, we take only 32 teams. 32 teams. We played in rounds, and then it's over. So in 2023, we adjusted to cluster, and then we adjusted to 52 teams. 2024, 52 teams. That is how Serrekunda is. 2025, the same 52 teams are maintained by the registration. Moving forward, everybody in Serrekunda is want to play, or even beyond Serrekunda is want to play qualifiers. We have received 100 plus forms, and we should only take 52 teams. And one of the criteria number one to play Serrekunda qualifiers is you must be around Serrekunda. In fact, all the forms from the registration committee, they told me almost 10 forms to 11 forms are dropped from the initial screening. They are outside Serrekunda. They are outside the jurisdiction of Serrekunda. So you cannot play your qualifiers if you are not out, if you are outside Serrekunda. And you must be a team that is very organized. You must fill all the requirements of our form. We have an informative form that we've designed and given to teams. The reason why we have a form for qualifiers is when we came, there were a lot of teams issues. I own this team, part A will say I own this team, part B will say I own this team. So we said this cannot continue. Now, before you come to Serrekunda, we must know the ownership of the team and who are responsible of the teams. That is why we give you an informative form to fill. And in the informative form, you have to make sure that you fill it correctly. If you don't fill it correctly, you will not be selected by the administration committee. And among the requirements is you have to attach documentations, like the logo of the team, the letterhead of the team, the ID of the Secretary General, the ID of the President. And the executive members, all who are responsible of the team, should sign with their telephone numbers, so that CESDO can hold them accountable if there is any other issue around the team. So this has to be done correctly. And you must be a team that have previous discipline records that are intact around the competitions of Serrekunda or the KM Regional Football Association qualifier rounds or league. These are all interconnections. These are some of the criteria that the registration committee is using. And there should also be not any conflict of interest. accordance with our competition rules and regulations. I believe Article 13 or Article 14 of the rules and regulations, but I can be corrected on this one. But we have to make sure that there will be no conflict of interest. Meaning, if you cannot be a party A responsible of team A and team B. It is not in accordance with our article of the rules and regulations. So these are the criteria that the registration committee looks at. And you must also have consistent participations in Serrekunda competitions, grassroots academic competitions, under 10, under 13, and in also qualifiers. Most of the teams that are dropped did not complete their forms or they are first timers. So this is very, very important for teams to know. But in Serrekunda we play in cluster. Every cluster in Serrekunda is represented well. Every cluster have 12 teams. Bundung have 12, Pelending have 12, Abuko have 12, and then Larikunda have 12. So Larikunda, Fajikunda. So every cluster is represented. That is why we decentralize our Nawetan. We don't want our Nawetan to be dominated by one sector. Even though it doesn't affect it's not received by everybody well, but we want our Nawetan to be participated. Is Serrekunda is Serrekunda is. So every team must come, one team must come from the cluster to play playoff. One team must come from Talending, one team must come from Bundu, one team must come from Fajikunda, and one team must come from Larikunda. This is the initiative. It's difficult to understand, but it's very, very objective and it's very strategic.
Parliament Party of LSTV. My name is Parliament Party of LSTV. I have 44 questions. I want to use them in one. Here, Rubabukar made mention of the electric company. I may have the idea, but many out there might know when is the electric company. And why do you think the committee needs enough time to complete the project that we have started? With the nominations, we have seen a lot of nominations. What criteria are you using to identify these nominees, qualify them as nominees? And the third question is, apart from, you made mention of the floodlights, the installation of the floodlights, the completion of the parking lot. Apart from these two, what other developmental areas do you have? And as far as Serrekunda is concerned. And finally, somebody made mention of the perimeter fence here. This perimeter fence is very good and very strong. I covered 2 games at the Serrekunda, many games at the Serrekunda. And then I heard somebody saying, we need to sensitize the fans about the importance of the perimeter fence. But don't you think sensitization is enough there? Because I came here on many occasions, I've seen fans using very deep whips. Whenever they score goal, whenever they are happy, they will use very big sticks and start beating the perimeter fence. And some of them will use their hands to beat the perimeter fence. Don't you think this will definitely disrupt the perimeter fence in a very, 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 very small? And I believe there should be stricter measures that will be applied to make sure families or people that are doing that are free from doing that. Those are 2 questions that I want to use.
I'll start with the fans. Yeah, well, we can further start to work on a fine or even come with a disciplinary measure, because also you can punish if you want to punish a fan, you have to define the fan. Which team is it? Because here punishing also is difficult, but we have to make sure that we come with standing procedures to define the fan and which kind of punishment we are going to give. That is to suspend the fan outside Serrekunda East, or if it's belong to a team, to link that punishment to a team. But basically, you will look at that very well and then see what we do. Regarding the nominations, we have our program officers for football for every discipline, and competitions are played. And then, like the football nominations, the performance is from the Nawetan. If you look at the nominees, they are mostly from the 4 teams that are from the finals, and some teams from the semi-finals. Volleyball, the same thing. We have program officer for volleyball, basket program officer for basket. They are responsible with the second vice president, head of technical. They sit and look at all these nominations and then categorize them and come up with it. But basically, the details of the nominees will be definitely out during the awards night before I'm handing the winner to each and every person. But there are detailed information about how many games they played, how many goals they scored, if goalkeepers, how many games they played, how many goals they concede, to tell the people about every nominee during the course of the awards night. Future developments from the lights. From the lights, we have Democracy Pavilion 2 to complete, then the lights, and then the beach court. From that, we want to have a turf in Serrekunda. This big announcement is coming in the awards night. We have worked on the strategy to have a turf in Serrekunda. So our aim is to move from this grass very soon, have a turf. Right now, the consultative discussions are on. The form of partnership, we will work on it. And then we will have a consultative and a comprehensive meeting with all the partners that are necessary to have this talk ready. Yeah, so we want to have talk in Serrekunda. The time frame I cannot say, but I'm saying 2 years. We should not be here 2 years without having. That is our commitment as an expert. That is our belief. It's very possible because we are strategists and then we have work on a mechanism that is very possible to have a talk. And we want a good one. Not very expensive. It's not very huge. We just need collaborative efforts to do it. CESDO has worked on that paper and we will share it with the relevant authorities. And the discussions we are having from the background is positive, and we will definitely have a talk in Serrekunda. That is very soon. Elections, I don't like to discuss about politics. For me, we can discuss about that, but for me, I don't like it because that is the Serrekunda we are building. Politics is fine. We can all politics when the time comes. But the Serrekunda we are building is consultations, discussion. That is how we came into office. We never opted to be presidents of CESDO or to be executive members, those who are all here. We had a discussion in-house, do corrective actions, and then we came. So the same thing we will do. There will be a review of the executive in-house, and there will be a review of the executive in the public, that is during the AGM. But I'm very sure that we will have an in-house, that is Serrekunda. We and our stakeholders will sit and review the performance of the president. We will review the performance of the vice president. We will review the performance of everybody. And then we will have a way forward. That is the Serrekunda we are building. There will be no Congress. There will be no Congress. There will be no opposition in Serrekunda. That is very clear. What is clear is we will review ourselves comprehensively and come with a very good team that will run Serrekunda for the next 4 years. It's going to be anybody from here, fine, but there will be no Congress.
Yes, mate.
Yes. Good morning. My name is Michael. I'm a member of this association. I have 2 questions that are in line with the present. The one is out of present. I think it's very necessary to bring that one here as far as the executive. One of the questions is going to be on the metro light.
Yes.
Yes. What were the main challenges faced that warrant the adjustment of the metro light? And how will these changes improve the overall functionality and ambience? The other question is on the multi-sports beach box.
Yeah.
How do you envision it impacting local sports and community engagement? That one is just a sample. The referees are not seated here today. Face leaders are not seated here today. Securities are not seated here today. It's the media and the committee who are seated here today.
Yes.
It's the media who will make sure this message reach to where you want it to be reached. There were challenges last year when it comes to the place where the media was allocated.
Yes.
How is the committee working hand in glove to make sure this time the media will be given the appropriate and the right place to cover their stories?
Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Yeah, the first one is about the floodlights. Well, it is not under the responsibility of Cisco Assembly. That is the project. It's a project under the Gambia for Road Federation. Contractor is Gambia Ethical. So it's not under us. But we have been working with the Federation and Gambia Ethical to make sure that it is adjusted. Both parties are on it, but we have not seen much results about it. According to the GFF, they have done the needful. According to the Gambia Ethical, they should come and adjust the lights. But still, we are waiting for them. What CESDO is going to do is to adjust it or bring additional lights. Or in fact, have additional poles to be able to make sure that the lights, the lots is playable. This is what CESDO is going to do. The multi-sports was a demand from our athletes. The pressure is from our athletes. And in some of these disciplines, you have beach sports in them. And if you look at recently in the country, we are participating in the beach volleyball, both the zone 2 and international. Most of the athletes are around Serrekunda or connected to Serrekunda. So this is going to definitely influence or enhance their trainings as well as improve their game, their competitions. For the media, you've pointed out something that is very, very important. We work on that as an EXCO. We have a place for the media. During the course of the Nameta, it was a challenge. We adjusted the chairs. In fact, we do a new chair for the media. But we will definitely see how best we improve their situations. Because Serrekunda is media friendly. And most of the journalists wants to come here and watch Nameta games or do other sports reporting. But definitely we'll adjust on that and then have a more comfortable area for the media. We are in collaboration with the SJG leadership. In fact, during the tour, Omar also have emphasized about where the media sit. In fact, he even suggested that if this Democracy Pavilion 2 is ready, maybe we have a section for the media. He even said that during the meeting. But we will look at everything possible and then we believe the media will be comfortable. Yeah, but Serrekunda is also very, very media friendly. Thank you. Yes.
My name is Amori from the Gambia Media. I want to ask you what plans does your for the sports seems like a good idea. So what a sport like volleyball,
yeah, right now we are enhancing our facilities. That is why we are bringing the beach multi-sport concept. Like tennis and other disciplines, we have not yet get into it yet. We don't have program officers for those disciplines. Maybe we can try first to have program officers for those disciplines. What we can do is to work with the national associations of those disciplines that we could not have program officers for those disciplines first and start their implementation. But right now, we are enhancing the disciplines we have as of now. And it's very good that you bring this to us, that we will look at the disciplines that are not in this and we will work with the national federations or national associations to have program officers first and then look at the next thing.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Mohamed Nah.
Yeah.
I'm CEO of Monster Sport Training.
Thank you.
I've had to mention what are the plans you have to teach.
Yeah.
You got to stay.
Yeah.
The mountains that are and perhaps have to write also about the blocking points, maybe the ways to come and get it back. And the other looking at the standard of the beach, I think it's a very important section that we need to focus on. So are these plans just something that you are told that it is going to happen definitely, or is it just something that you are assuming that we hope? Because the beach is a very, very challenging key. And I think it's a very important thing that it should start from there. And the other question is, are there any setbacks, like any problems that we face during the past gala that is about to happen right now? What are the difficulties? What are the problems that we face in preparation? Because the press is here, and I believe from here, the message will be spread. What are the other methods that we use in order to market life for everyone to know that this day is very important for Serrekunda and its entire management so that people can come out in large number to witness this great occasion? These are my questions.
Thank you, Mo, for being here. We are very happy to have you because we just communicate and you are here. Thank you very much. For the top, as I said, the consultations are on and the strategy is ready. We will do the presentation in the awards night. And the presentation, you will see how we will raise the fund, how we will implement it with our partners. In the awards night, we will present the strategy for Serrekunda. We are meeting all our teams and all their concerns are noted. This is not this year, we did it, in fact, 2021. We did the same thing. We have the strategy in consultation with the teams. This year also, we did the same thing. So it's going to be achieved. In our first step of the activities, to change this graph into top. Serrekunda is coming with a model to say this is what we are going to contribute to having a top in Serrekunda. Let's say, example, if the top is $100, Serrekunda will come and say we can contribute this percentage on the top for the period of 4 years. Now we have partners that we are working with. Now each partner we will engage them to contribute a percentage on the top. So we have the method, we have the strategy, then we go to the financing part of it. So we have different type of finance. We have the credit financing, we have the PPP, we have the bill operate and transfer. We are looking at all these financing methods of the top. So it's something that is not, we are saying, no, we understand it. And we know where we are going with it. And we are ready to convince all the people that will be part of it to achieve the top. That is why I said the millions might not be much if everybody is into it. And the institutions have confidence in us. From government down, they have confidence in us and they will support this process. They will support us to have a top in Serrekunda in the next 2 years. We are very committed in that. Yes. In terms of the gala dinner, it was here at the first year we did it at the hall. The last year we did it at the basket lawn. This year we don't even know where we are going to do it yet, but it's going to be at the Serrekunda Mini Stadium because definitely is the people, the reception from the people is welcoming. Some of the problems, maybe little 1 or 2 arrangements that we have to work on. Last year we did not interview people when they are coming. This year we will have that. We are working on the baraka. I think the event team is having a comprehensive program of the event. We want everybody to be, who is in, to be interviewed, escorted, seated properly, all the arrangements to be done perfectly. Artists also, we will have our rehearsal. We will have at least 3 days rehearsals before the awards night. Last year we did not do it. This year we will have it to make sure that the event is organized correctly so that we will not have any problem.
Mr. President, I think we have come to the end of this press conference. I think all the media houses that are present and asked their questions were comfortably answered. Just wanted to add on something which is going, and we are very, very positive that this message will go viral because knowing the media houses that are within our midst today, these are very powerful media houses and we have been working with them throughout last year. The current trend that is moving up now is qualifiers many people not seeing themselves. It is very difficult to play at Serrekunda East and people must understand this. And since when we came to office, we are trying to maintain standards and we are not going to joke with these standards. During the qualifiers, before it starts, we came up with the rules and regulations and criteria that are going to govern the registration process. And we said opening of registration is going to start from the 4th of March 2025 and the close of registration to 4th of April 2025. That is a month. From the 4th to 4th is a month. So now we said on the 14th of April 2025 we are going to announce the teams that are approved. Imagine you have been playing in Serrekunda for so many years. You are delegated. You came and bought a form. You did not follow these deadlines. You came after the registration committee has already vetted. You expect the registration committee to take that form? It's not possible. So sometimes we have to be realistic. When we are doing at sport, at football administration, or any other thing that is administration, let's respect what we are doing. But teams cannot come here and want to be. And you know what is funny about qualifying round is everybody want to just come into the game like that. That is why we come with standard. I cannot sit with Pavadi, Lamin, and Oz and sit at the dungeon and feel like, oh, this year we will have to go to East because there is ambience and we just want to come without having 3 people in your executive. It doesn't tell well. Football is a serious thing and football is business. People must understand this. And this executive is not joking with standards. So sometimes these teams, in fact, they will come with their forms. The registration committee will look at the first vetting. We did 2 vettings. The first is to look at the forms, how they are filled. The second is to come now and strategize and make sure that each cluster has the equal number. So you come, you are from, let's say, West Coast region and want to play in Serrekunda. It's not possible. Automatically, your form will be put at one side. We said on the 14th is the deadline. You came on the 16th. Automatically, you are automatically out. And these are big teams that have been playing in Serrekunda. Now they want to go out to the media and make noise. But we told them at Serrekunda we have strong defensive mechanisms, and anything that we do is justifiable. So if you go out and complain, we will, and you go to the media, we will equally go back to the media and tell them this is the reality. And when they come on the ground, we can show them justification. So for any process that you do, whereby people will, others will approve, others will disapprove, you must have the noise. And when the noise comes, we are very strong and optimistic to challenge it. But to, just cover overall exactly what has brought us today, we are very, very positive that we are going to have a successful our night. Last year it was successful, even though there were some hints and hunts. This year we are more prepared about it, knowing that we have challenges that we need to fix. And right now the feedback that we have is already positive, and we can say 75% of this our night is already successful. The final thing that I want to say is for the elective Congress, as the president said, he don't want to talk about it. I am the mouthpiece of this committee, and I am very positive. Even if we should have a candidate, we are going to beat you 100-0. That is very clear, because it is the work that we have done, and we are proud to beat our chest. The monies that we are receiving here, we are here every day, and we are not paid a single time. You go to other zones, they are giving them per diem. We don't receive even a meeting allowance, and sometimes we are here from 7 to 10 and leave our families, and we are grateful of this because we opted for it. You understand? So even if there is an election, whoever comes, we are going to defeat you, and we are going to continue this work, and we seek the support of everybody. We are grateful, and we say thank you very much for coming, and we wish you all the best. Do have a wonderful day.